No, he's important. We're asking him to do everything right now. Obviously, we have some. I'm not allowed to name them, but we have some good walk-on kickers and punters coming in, and we're excited about those guys. So there should be a great competition by the time we go to camp, and even before that, there'll be those guys will be here to July, so there'll be a good competition.
Is he a better kicker than punter, or is he?
I think that's fair. I think that's fair, but it doesn't mean you can't be an excellent punter.
Scrimmage tomorrow, same format.
Yeah, I think so. Just again, it helps us manage that we get everything in. And then the last one, we'll play a game. If we stay healthy, we'll play a game. But this is more about just making sure, from an installation standpoint and preseason and the regular season being king, that we have all the goal line plays we want to look at, all the backup plays, all the short yardage, and so on. So we'll do the same format.
Visiting the West Coast, I know you talked about last year, but I guess a refresher on it. Talk about why it's really important to the program to get over there for scrimmage.
Well, I just think it's important for us in general. We went to Travis Powell, we've been to Hialeah, we've been to Palm Beach, we've been to Fort Myers. Now we're going here to Naples, and again, I just think it's really important for our brand and our university and for the coaching community and high school student athletes. We had a great crowd over here last year, and all accounts are we expect the same crowd at Naples High tomorrow night.
How different is this defensive line than a year ago?
It's a lot different. Number one, for Luther and OP and Curtis to work, improve their work ethic the way they have, and their consistency the way they have, and they're all that much stronger. So I think that's a big part of it. And then obviously you have some other guys that have stepped up. Jelani has stepped up. Corey King has stepped up. So just got to get a couple more guys to step up. Ivory needs to step up. Moore needs to step up. Chick is doing his thing, which is good. So we're that much stronger.
You mentioned Matt Gray is challenging for the number 2 spot. Do you expect him to get more reps in the scrimmage?
Yeah, so we held out Steven today just to rest his arm, and we expect obviously Gray and Ryan took most of the reps today, and those two will split the twos and maybe get a series with the ones, but they'll certainly split the twos tomorrow night.
Talk about the offensive line. It looks like you guys could go maybe 10 deep there.
Yeah.
Have really a first and a second team.
Yeah, I would say I'm happy with saying that we can play 9 right now. We haven't had 10 yet. We've gotten close, and then just for one reason or other, it ended up at 7 or 8. But I really feel like we're closing in on 10 for the first time since I've been here, and that's what we want. We want to be able to play a lot of guys up front.
And their versatility, there's a bunch of guys that can snap, there's a bunch of guys that can play inside, outside.
You're right. Hunter Knighton's done a nice job for us at center, but Hunter Wells can play center, Linder can play center. Bunch has played guard. So we have some versatility, and I love the progress that Chantrell has made. It's really, Chantrell has really done a good job maturing and being consistent. We all find ourselves talking about technique and concepts and schemes as opposed to off the field or immature things with Chantrell right now, which really bodes well for his future.
About him along the way. I don't think he's wearing the black jersey now, but how has he done overall?
Doing good. Again, there's a battle right there between he and Luther, and they're competing. Again, like I said this to you guys Tuesday, Luther and OP are really setting the pace in terms of how to work, and those other guys need to keep up. Curtis had a really good practice Tuesday. I'll look at, we're in Homans today, so won't get a good feel for it, but we'll certainly get a feel for it.
Coach, is there something in specific that when you guys will get back and watch the film of tomorrow's scrimmage, something that you guys will harp in on as a staff and just make sure that the team executed?
Well, I think we have some ideas what we want to get done going into the scrimmage, but we're like you guys. As it unfolds, we see where we fell short. Last scrimmage, we fell short on offense in short yardage and goal line, and didn't move the change as well on third down. On defense, our tackling wasn't as good, and we had a few breakdowns in terms of rotation. So those are the things that we have to get fixed, and that's why we go and pack the bags and have a scrimmage. And it's time to perform, see what you know, and no coaches getting you lined up before the snap.
Coach, I know this is a quick trip, but is it a good bonding moment for your team?
I don't know. I think they enjoy it. I think when the West Coast fans welcomed them last year, I think it brought energy. I think the kids responded with how they played. And I expect the same, tomorrow. I think we learn a lot. I think we learn a lot about each other when we do that and we go on that stage. And and you guys were there last year, so you know, like the first time there's a hit or an interception, you know, you can feel it. There's a palpable energy in the air, and that's what it should be tomorrow night, as long as the weather holds out for us.
Now you brought back Kareem Brown as grad assistant. Can
Yeah.
you talk about doing that and why Kareem? And
Yeah, just really